What's going on, diamonds and gents? This is Miss Trey, that Gem, and you are watching Gem Spot TV. How you doing? How your mama doing? Daddy doing? How about doing? Okay, this is gonna be like a random one. I'm gonna be talking about a few topics. Got my laptop just in case. I'm gonna be talking about a few topics. We gotta touch on episode 2 of that Mob Wives. Baby, we got to hit up on that and all of that good stuff. Okay, hold on, I got to go get me something to drink. Alright, I'm back. Let's talk about it. We're gonna be talking about Justin Bieber, talking about he's about to retire. Y'all know how I feel about that. Michael Jordan having identical twins. Chuck D responding to Suge Knight's talking about the being we're being niggers. Porsche might be getting the axe. And LamarOdom talking about his legacy and getting back into the NBA. Okay, and of course Mob Wives episode 2 said that already. Okay, let's talk about it. So child, LamarOdom, TMZ called LamarOdom talking about how he's about to get back into basketball. He's heavenly about to start practicing and all this and that. Talking about he don't want his legacy to be crap. He want his legacy to be basketball. Now, did you get an epiphany? Or I think personally, y'all say what y'all want to say, and I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me when I say this, but it is what it is. LamarOdom is married to a millionaires. So he was about to chill, smoke all her stuff up, smoke his kneecaps off, okay? And he was about to get out there, smoke his kneecaps off, live off her money, because he was going to smoke all his up, okay? And he was going to live off the hog. And when he made that dumb video, he realized she ain't no dang fool, okay? She got somewhere and filed for a divorce. Kudos to you, boo. That's all I got to say. And y'all say what y'all want. Yes, you can work it out through anything, but if the brother is committing adultery, he rapping about it. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, and this is what made the real decision for her. And y'all women out there that's married, know. When a brother sit up and he bold enough to brag about it, that means he just don't give a damn. And that's the truth. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's the truth. That means he don't care. And he gonna do it how he wanna do it, whether you care or not. And that's what my brother did. So he set up and he rapped about it and he didn't care. And so she said, oh, okay, and took the ring off. Oh, yes, she did. Moving on from that. So my boy say he want his legacy to be B-ball. So he thinking by the new year, his team or whatever is gonna pick him back up. Now, Lamar, I don't know if they're going to pick you up or you that good or whatever. But honestly, when nobody had known about you if you wasn't married to old girl and she was on reality TV. It is what it is. A lot of people may get mad at me for saying that. But guess what? Look at my face. I don't care less. Moving on. Now, let's talk about Miss Porsche might be getting the axe from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. According to the producers, they just not really feeling you, boo. And sad to say is you got to act a plumb fool on these reality shows in order for them to keep you. Now, do I necessarily agree with their decision? Absolutely not. But hey, you can't be classy on reality TV, baby. You got to get grimy. So I don't know if you're going to pick a fight with Kenya or Nene. But boo, you better pick your battle and pick it quickly. Or you're going to be needing more than $5,000 from your boy, Cordell. Well, they're saying allegedly that if she, you know, I guess it picks up, she's going to do the reunion and they'll let her know if they're going to keep her or not. But what tripped me out about Real Housewives of Atlanta, let me just go on and say this. Y'all got rid of Deshaun Snow because y'all said she was too boring, okay? And then y'all got rid of Lisa for whatever reason because she was getting crunk for y'all. And Kim walked off and got her own show. Now, Kim out of everybody to me is very boring. The only thing about Kim was she had the... Shut up, Trey. Moving on. Let's talk about this Chuck D. Now, Chuck D, why are you talking about Suge Knight? What you just did was you gave that fool, y'all know Chuck D from Public Enemy. You just gave that fool 15 more minutes of fame that he didn't really need. Now, if he want to walk around and call himself a nigga, that's his business. He has done some nigga stuff, in the words of some more. I'm just saying, he has. So if that's what he want to walk around and call, the fool want to call himself that, then let him, boo. But needless to say, Chuck D was not feeling that. He was letting white folk know, everybody know that that is not a term of endearment for him. Neither is African American, because whites can be African American too. So to him, we should be calling ourselves black people for the struggle. Solid. Alright, moving on from that, Justin Bieber, he set up a press conference saying that he was about to retire, and then they began to talk to his people, and as people say, it was just a joke. He's been doing comedy lately, and after he dropped his album, he's not retiring. First of all, Justin Bieber, get somewhere and sit down. Nobody got time to play with you. Moving on. I wish I would give you some more. Michael Jordan, kudos to your new wife. She is pregnant. Y'all got to respect her hustle. She got married in March. Okay? And turned around and got pregnant in December. Respect her hustle. Moving on, let's talk about the Mob Wives episode 2. Now, y'all know how I always do. I do what sticks out to me first, and then I get on the ladder. So let's go through it. Now, here you go. You got Miss Alicia. She has to sit up and listen to phone calls from over 5 years. Count them. 5 whole years of conversations of her man, supposedly private conversations, getting out that he might have had an affair with his ex, which is Carla, which is Renee's bestie. And so, alleging that the man didn't had an affair. Okay, and all the man talked about was Chinese food. Excuse me, need to take a little juice break. All the man talked about was Chinese food, honey. And she done got her drawers all in a bunch, okay? The man didn't even talk about if he actually did, let me adjust this dietary, because I look close as ever, dog. Oh, sorry about that. He didn't even talk about if he actually did have sex with the girl. So she got her panties in a bunch. Now, she's been investigating in the upcoming episode. So y'all, we gonna find out why she got so mad. Okay, we're moving on. So she goes to confront her brother about the situation, and her brother wouldn't give her no info. But then she goes and asks Renee for information, and Renee like, I ain't no snitch, and I'm not about to sit up here and talk about what your husband did behind your back or whatever. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not a snitch. I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this, Renee. I know you got an issue with snitches right now because of your husband. And I know she shouldn't have, first of all, she shouldn't have been coming to you with it, no way. I'm just going to put it out there. Miss Alicia, you never, ever, unless that's your best friend. Because it sounds like she's more friends with your ex more so than you. Okay? So let's just go ahead and put it out there. I would never go to the friend to talk about my man. No. I'm going to that one. I need to be all up in his grill, finding out what the real life truth is. Excuse me, is there something you need to tell me, bruh? Yeah, I've been listening to these tapes and everything, and we need to holler at one another. We need to holler, we need to talk, we need to have a conversation. You feel me? And this conversation is going to be quite uncomfortable for you. Okay? Alicia, you should have took your butt up to Alcatraz, wherever the heck he at, and you should have got on that alley, you should have got on that phone, and you should have talked to your man, not Renee, about it. That's all I'm saying. And furthermore, baby, you are about to go to jail. You sitting up here worrying about if this man cheating. No, boo-boo. That's need to be the least of your worries. You need to be listening to them conversations to find out how you can prove that you didn't know anything about the fact that this man was a monster. And that's the real loud truth. You worried about if he cheating and he should have came home to you and y'all 3 kids and walked the wham and get your adverbs here. Boo, bad. Let me tell you something. Dude, I'm not going to jail for nan. You feel me? Not one, not nan. No, I'm not. And I would have been up there listening to them conversations to prove that I was innocent. Now, if he get jail time, he deserve it. Guess why he deserve it? Because he actually did something he shouldn't have did. What'd he do? He made you think that you was the only one, made you think that he wasn't a mobster, made you think that he was a legitimate businessman. That's the issue that you need to be dealing with, period. You need to be keeping that in your mind so that you can handle your business. Moving on from there. So, now, the girl, Natalie, calls herself confronting Drita. Because Big Angie felt the nigga meeting coming on and she didn't go to it, okay? And I'm going to tell you like this here, and I feel you on that one. You don't put me in there in one of them type of meetings and try to set me up and crack my face. That is not going to happen, okay? And furthermore, Drita, you should listen to Big Angie. You shouldn't have went to the meeting. But anyway, Drita, you know how she is. She can handle her business, okay? And so she goes to the meeting. And so the girl is telling, what's that girl's name? Renee, about how she feel about them two. And they was talking behind her back to Alicia and all this and that. Baby, why she do that? Honey, she put that right together. She said, look, we're going to talk about it, and once we deal with it, whatever. So Drita was like, look, let me tell you something. I'm not scared of you. Whatever I got to say to you, I says it to your face, boo. She was like, and furthermore, you were drunk. You was off your rocker, and it is what it is. No, I can get drunk if I ain't want to. She was drunk then. If I can get drunk if I want to, I can do what I want to do. I'm not backing out from nobody. Ooh, out the wham. She sound like she's floating on air when she talks. You want to know why? Because she always high or drunk. I'm with Big Ange, first of all, and I don't need friends like that, and that's what it is. If you gonna get mad at me for telling you that you was drunk and you didn't realize that you was drunk, that's your business. Moving on from that, so they had to sit down. So Renee and Big Ange and Drita is at Big Ange's house telling her what happened. And Big Ange told her, yeah, I said it, and I mean, it was true. The girl was drunk. I mean, what is it that you want me to do about the fact that she was drunk? Baby, so Renee was like, well, I'm going to go holler at her and talk to her, whatever. Because Big Ange said, furthermore, she represents your brand. How do you feel about the fact that she was drunk? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel? And so she was like, you know what, I'm going to go holler at her. So she goes and she hollers at her. She let her know, look, check this out. My friends say you were drunk and you need to tone that down in public. You represent a brand now. You know what I'm saying? I'm the boss, and the boss say, calm the noise down. That's how a boss had... My girl, I know I love me some Renee. Renee say, no, ain't gonna be none of that on my watch. You're not gonna make the mistakes I made. You gonna get it together because you represent my brand. Kudos to you, boo. Handle your business. You feel me? So she handled her business, and basically, you know, Natalie was like, you know what, Renee is right. Let me cool down, try again with these girls. It is what it is. And so Alicia goes to meet up with Natalie to talk about, you know, the tape and the confrontation and all this and that. And you know, Natalie like, well, Carla ain't nothing but a gourmet. You know, that's what the Italians call the thoughts. You know what I'm saying? When you running around, you know, in our community we call them thoughts, you know, the H's, and they hoes, and they call them gourmetas. So the gourmetas is running around and da da da. So that's what she is. She the sad piece of booty. Okay, and so she was like, I don't have no respect for her if that's what she is. Now mind you, Carla is supposed to kind of like be working with Renee, so I don't really know how that's gonna work with Natalie working with them. So so the next episode, you know, Drita gonna kind of let Renee know, like, you need to admit you was in a messed up situation, X, Y, and Z. So I'm looking forward to the next one. You know, I like the mob wives, especially My girl, and they need to bring Karen back for real serious. But okay, but I do like Drita, I do like Big Ange, and I do like Renee too. Okay, but that's my recap of Mob Wives season 4 episode 2. I talked about that Justin Bieber Stop Playing. I talked about Michael J's new identical twins that should be due, I think, around July. I'm not sure. I talked about a lot of other stuff, so it'll all be down at the bottom, the minutes of it, and which one you can hit to find what, when, where, and how. Alright, so as always, diamonds, you are the toughest material on the earth, ladies, and there's none like you. Gents, you no longer boys when you watch this channel. And to all my darlings, I appreciate you. Have joy, love, and be empowered in 2014. Love you, boos. Mwah.